Have you ever watched the Terrifier movies and thought, I wonder how I would do if I ever got chased down by Art the Clown? I'm sure there's a handful of us. I know I have. And I also know that I would be dead. But for fun, I just want to break down each kill and really see what that looks like. For those of you who don't know, Art is a supernatural demon killer clown whose sole purpose is to find and kill the last girl, as they're called, Sienna Shaw. He can't be killed or reasoned with, and along his journey to try and kill Sienna, he basically kills and tortures pretty much everybody that he comes in contact with. Art appears in 3 main movies, a 20-minute short, and an anthology movie. So for today's video, I will be ranking all of Art's on-screen kills from the 2011 Terrifier short to Terrifier 3. And I will talk about the anthology All Hallows Eve, but it's not worth adding to the ranking for reasons that I will get into. Also, as a bonus, I will give you my commentary on whether or not I think I could survive each kill. The rankings are: just don't go in there, 4 easily escapable, avoidable, and survivable kills. Car won't start, for kills that will maim or disable me, but I think I could survive to tell the tale. And terrified, no hope, no chance, I'm just for sure dead. Now I'm gonna do my best to show as much as possible, but I mean, they are the Terrifier movies, so obviously I won't be able to show everything. Now, let's get started. First, we have the 2011 20-minute short, aptly named Terrifier. A woman pulls into a gas station. While she's waiting for help, Art is thrown out and yelled at by the gas attendant for peeing and wiping his on the walls. Our introduction to Art the Clown, everybody. The attendant warns Art that he's gonna call the cops if he doesn't go away. We see Art walk away. This is important. The attendant goes and helps the young lady fill up her car. Then we hear a large thump inside the building, and the attendant says he's gotta go and check it out. Now, you might think that this falls under just don't go in there, but the man is on the clock and we see Art walk away. So he really has no reason to think that he's about to have his head sawed off. Speaking of, that's the next thing we see. She goes inside to check on him, and Art has cut off different parts of his body and is currently working on the head. Now, even though we don't see the kill, car won't start. I feel like I'd probably be on edge for the rest of my shift, so depending on how Art came at me, maybe it was avoidable, but probably not, as we will learn as we continue through this list. The next kill happens after the woman drives erratically down the road trying to make phone calls and stuff, and for some weird reason stops at a parked car with its hazards on to ask for help. Like, lady, these people need help. On top of this, Art is teleporting around, which just isn't fair. Like, he appears in the back of her car with plastic wrap and starts suffocating her. Anyway, after going into an abandoned shed and sitting there for a minute, Art just sort of like rises up out of some trash or leaves or the ground, I'm not totally sure. She fights him, she narrowly escapes, she stabs him in the eye and in the back. She runs back out to the road, waves down a car, and as they're driving away, Art pulls up in another car, shoots the guy in the face, the car crashes into a tree, cut to black, and then homegirl wakes up with her arms, legs, and boobs cut off. Terrified. Art's teleportation ability in this short just really makes everything unfair. Okay, All Hallows Eve is a VHS style anthology. Art sort of ties all of the different stories together. First, he shows up in the beginning to stab a woman in the hand with this needle, and then he shows up later in the middle, and it's just basically the majority of the 2011 short. And then at the end, it shows him, he's messing with the mom and like these kids. They're the ones watching this VHS, and he starts to like be in the TV and in the room. You don't know where he is, and he's toying with the mom. And then it ends with her going upstairs with her kids' heads sitting on the bed. Because it's just 80% of the 2011 short, and the rest is just more nonsensical teleportation and dimensional time travel, and there aren't any new kills, there's just really nothing to judge for this ranking, but I felt like I needed to address it. Now onto the feature films and the actual kills. Terrifier. 5 years after the Terrifier short, Damien Leone was able to get someone to fund his ultra-violent killer clown flick. The movie starts with the mom from All Hallows Eve as a reporter. There's no relation or connection to All Hallows Eve. It's just a fun fact. The first on-screen kill is the pizza boy. Now you're in a tough spot. Your boss just got turned into a jack-o'-lantern. You're cornered by Art. He's got the front door locked. You don't know that, but it is locked. But I don't think I'm for sure dead. And I might get my hand chopped off like the pizza boy, but I'm gonna do something. The pizza boy just sort of stands there. He doesn't do a whole lot. He just watches his arm get chopped off. He doesn't do much. If it's me, I'm tackling, I'm fighting back, I'm doing something. Car won't start. Next we have the kill that put Terrifier on the map, the vertical cut. Listen, this was avoidable. She's in this upside down predicament because she didn't lock her door. She's just chilling there looking at her phone in a scary, sketchy part of town. Like come on. The least you can do is lock your door while you wait for your friend. Car won't start. Terror kill. She watches her friend get sawed from crotch to neck. She fights back. She tries to escape, but the doors are all locked. She's doing everything she can. I'm terrified. I don't think I could have done any better. Like if I saw my homie get sawed in half vertically, upside down in front of me, I'm pretty sure that I just would throw in the mental towel and just wait to die. Crazy sewer mom. This one's easy, kids. Dare. Don't do drugs. I just don't go in there. Exterminator man, walking through, going into a creepy warehouse, you find a bloody doll on the ground, you pick it up, you're looking at it. I mean, I would have done none of these things. I would survive this easily because I just don't go in there. Mop man, he's interesting because he had non-noise canceling headphones in, right? And he's got a girl screaming right behind him and he doesn't hear her. Personally, I'm pretty sure that I would just not go in there. I'm not above saying, if I'm seeing people dying and stuff, then I'm gonna try and leave the area. I'm no hero. Okay, I'm not a hero, and I'm okay with that. Okay, but he was a hero. He died. But for me, I just don't go in there. Also, I mean, pay attention to your surroundings. The Victoria kill. Terrified. Listen, I know Victoria lives. Well, sort of, but there's just no way I could have done any better. She's been running away, escaping from, and fighting Art this whole time, and he just keeps coming. So for sure, I'm terrified, no doubt. And the final kill of Terrifier is also the first kill in Terrifier 2, the coroner. This has got to be it's either got to be the biggest fear or like the biggest dream for a coroner. Listen, all you coroners watching right now, let me know down in the comments, would you be happy or scared if one of your patients came back to life? But yeah, I mean, the lights start flashing all crazy and a dead man comes back to life. I mean, I definitely would not see that coming. I would die, no doubt, terrified. The second on-screen kill or kills that happened in Terrifier 2 all happened during the TV show Nightmare, so they're all gonna fit perfectly in Dream Warriors. The costume shop owner kill. As a store owner, if you have a customer who isn't talking, he's perving on another customer, and he pulls out a bunch of weapons and bloody money out of a trash bag, and you still decide to get in that person's face, you're just asking to get your head meat cleaved off. Art does lock the front door, but I'm sure there's a back door. Car won't start. The bedroom romp kill, the main kill in the movie. So listen, just play this out in your head really quick, okay? You're upstairs, there's a thud that happens downstairs, you're in your own home, so you gotta go and check it out. But then, first thing you see is that your sliding glass window is broken. That's your first sign. You don't really wanna meet the guy who's in your home, right? So get out of there. But then you don't, and then you keep going, and what do you see? You see a man in your kitchen in a bloody clown costume, and you still stand there, right? You still don't run away. You wait for him to pick out a torture tool, and you don't run out the front door. You don't run out the broken glass sliding door. You run back upstairs and corner yourself. This was easily escapable. With a few better and quicker choices, I think that I could have escaped. Car won't start. Car wash kill. The mom. I'm terrified. No, for sure. She's just cleaning her car. She's in her garage. She has no reason to think anything other than like, why has my car been vandalized? Shot in the head. It's a no-brainer. The pee kill. Jeff is just trying to get some action. He's taking a piss. He's stabbed in the dick. At first, I thought that I was terrified for sure. But then as I'm watching it, I was like, wait a second. How did he not see Art sneak up on him in this empty parking lot? There's no other cars. There's nothing else around. And Art is able to get close enough to stab him in the dick. It's a fun kill. Just don't go in there. And the last kill in Terrifier 2 is Brooke Beatdown. Now, she did just escape in the parking lot, and she does have a big cut in her leg that would make it a little bit harder to be mobile, to get around, but I think you can get out of this one alive with a little less screaming, a little more thinking. Car won't start. If you made it this far and are enjoying the video, please subscribe. The first kill in Terrifier 3 is the Christmas happy family kill. First, you have the dad, and if I'm putting myself in his shoes, well, I'm terrified. I'm dead because I was asleep and now I'm forever asleep. But then we have the mom, and you know, you're sleeping, and then your husband is being chopped up with an axe right next to you. She does the right thing. She quickly jumps out of bed. She runs to her kids' room. They're dead. So then you try and run out the front door as fast as you can. And then what happens? You get an axe in the back. You couldn't have done anything. She does everything right. Terrified. The demolition guys, listen, I get it. This is your job. You got to go into the home. You're about to demolish it. You got to look around, make sure there's nothing hazardous going to blow up. I get it, right? But you know what you don't need to do when you find a dead body in a tub full of blood and goo and whatever else? You don't need to get up real close and pull out your camera and snap a pic, right? Or if you find this body of a guy upstairs in the attic smiling, dressed in a clown costume, you don't need to get within inches of his face. Car won't start. The next kill is a clown, Santa, and a drunk walk into a bar. Clearly, we've got some red flags here, like, you know, the silent clown with blood on his clothes. But for the sake of argument, you know, you're drunk, you're having a good time, you don't think much of it, right? And on top of that, as things progress and things go along as they get mad at him, Art just straight up shoots the bartender. So in this scenario, if I wouldn't have just seen the silent clown come in and left right away, then I mean, when Art catches you off guard, you're pretty much dead. Terrified. The bomb gift is next. Terrified. Now on to the main kill in Terrifier 3, shower sawdown. Definitely terrified. You're just in the shower, getting down with the girl, butt naked, nowhere to go, and someone with a chainsaw swings open your shower stall and just starts hacking away. Absolutely, 100% terrified. Force feed. This is actually the final on-screen Art kill. And although the kill is on screen, the capture and the chase aren't. So it's kind of a hard call, but it's safe to assume that if it happened similarly to the other home break-in kills on the list, and plus this time Art isn't alone, he's got Victoria with him, it's safe to assume that you wouldn't be able to get away, I wouldn't be able to get away, and like her, I'd be dead. Terrified. And that's it. That's every on-screen kill from the 2011 short through to Terrifier 3. So let me know how you would have handled the kills and if you're excited for Terrifier 4. Nothing's been officially announced yet, but I mean, Damien moves quickly and I think he's got a lot of momentum behind him, so I think we could see it this year. Patreon.com/AustinKoehler. The collaborator tier is free right now. The best perk is that if you write a comment over there, I will incorporate it and read it in one of my upcoming videos. So head over there, drop me a line, subscribe here, and click here for more videos. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.